Okay.
Right after the age of truth, the revealing is the scab being pulled off, and then the healing can...
Now, this isn't just anybody's house that's burned down in the LA fires. This is P. Diddy's house that's burned. Oh, and there was supposed to be an investigation in 2 days' time.
4:32 p.m., we received a 911 call that a suspect was attempting to light a fire in the community of Woodland Hills and was being detained by residents. Officers from LAPD's Topanga area responded and took that suspect into custody.
Comedian Katt Williams has once again captured attention, this time making bold claims about a potential connection between Diddy's legal troubles and the ongoing California wildfires. While it sounds far-fetched at first, some of the details circulating online are undeniably unsettling. California has recently faced devastating wildfires, leaving entire neighborhoods in ruins, over 20 lives lost, and tens of thousands displaced. The destruction has taken a heavy toll on wildlife and caused billions in damages. Despite investigators not yet confirming the cause of these fires, conspiracy theories are already gaining momentum online. One particularly explosive theory suggests that Hollywood elites might be using these fires as a way to destroy evidence linked to lawsuits involving Diddy and Jay-Z. What's sparking this idea? Observers have pointed out that several high-profile estates went up in flames during this wildfire season, coincidentally while their wealthy owners were embroiled in scandals or legal drama. A similar narrative arose during the Malibu fire of 2018 and the 2023 Maui wildfires, where certain properties were mysteriously untouched while others nearby were reduced to ashes. These anomalies have led many to question if something more deliberate could be at play. Katt Williams isn't alone in voicing these suspicions. A young woman named Carter, who previously accused Hollywood elites of misconduct, warned her followers months ago about potential fires being used as cover-ups. Even celebrities like Chris Brown have hinted that there's something suspicious about how these fires are spreading and which areas are being targeted. So is it possible that these wildfires are being used to eliminate incriminating evidence linked to Diddy and other Hollywood power players? And what exactly did Katt Williams reveal about all this? Let's dive into the details.
Worldwide government is way smarter than we give them credit for, because they have us believing they don't do nothing. Like, there's no such thing as the government is in bed with the internet. No, the internet is a government installation.
The wildfires tearing through Los Angeles have been nothing short of catastrophic, claiming at least 24 lives and reducing over 12,000 properties to ash within a single week. The devastation is overwhelming, but what's making waves online is the growing number of theories surrounding the cause of these fires. While some of the ideas floating around might sound outlandish, others are raising serious eyebrows. One theory gaining traction suggests that powerful Hollywood and political elites intentionally started the fires to eliminate incriminating evidence ahead of Diddy's highly anticipated trial, set for May. Former U.S. Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Catherine Austin Fitts, has added fuel to this speculation. On her podcast, Fitts pointed out a curious pattern. Several celebrities linked to Diddy seemed to have their properties spared, even as neighboring homes burned to the ground. She questioned why certain houses were protected while others weren't, hinting at something more calculated behind the destruction. The idea has sparked heated discussions, with many wondering if these fires are more than just natural disasters. Could there really be a connection between the infernos and the looming legal battles tied to Diddy and other Hollywood figures?
I want to see, what I usually look at in situations like this is I look at the patterns. One of the first questions, I'll be honest, that I'm going to look at when I look at some of the communities involved is how many of the homeowners were on the P. Diddy list.
The Diddy list that Fitts mentioned has been a major online buzz since Homeland Security flagged Diddy-related mentions in Los Angeles and Miami back in March 2024. While never officially confirmed, rumors suggest this list links big-name celebrities like Jay-Z, Bianca, J-Lo, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah, Ashton Kutcher, Leonardo DiCaprio, and even some political figures to disturbing activities allegedly tied to Diddy's infamous freak-off parties.
Drake,
Oprah, J-Lo, A-Rod, Will Smith, Alicia Keys, Black King God, dude. Justin Bieber, Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg, Snoop, DJ Khaled,
Kelly Rowland,
Chris Brown, Maluma, Issa Rae, Sierra, Janelle Monáe. Yeah, that's my sis right there. Lizzo, J Balvin, Naomi Campbell. That's your auntie. Usher, Demi Lovato, Shaq and his whole family. Tracy Ellis Ross, Little Uzi Vert.
Little Uzi Vert.
Sway Lee.
Sway Lee.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
Diplo.
Diplo.
E-Nice.
Enoch.
Drea.
Rhea.
Burner Boy.
Burna Boy.
The show. Nicole Shirt. Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls.
Oh,
From the Pussycat Dolls.
Cat Dog.
That's right. Paris Goldman.
Cat Dog.
Cara Delevingne. Prince Montana. And a bunch of big surprises that I can't tell you. Because they're so big, sometimes they get busy and they forget that they committed to answering the phone.
Catherine Austin Fitts has suggested that certain wildfires might have been deliberately ignited to conceal severe offenses against vulnerable individuals. She asserts that she's witnessed drastic actions taken to obscure harsh realities in the past, referencing the notorious 1988 Franklin cover-up. In that case, several prominent Nebraska politicians and business figures face accusations of participating in a pedophile ring.
Story to tell that I'd like to tell. I have a wonderful subscriber, has been a subscriber for many years, Polly, and for the first time in his life, he read the Franklin cover-up last week. And I spoke to him last weekend, and he said, you know, I keep hearing you, he said, you get frustrated because people don't understand the importance of financial transaction freedom to their lives. And I hear you telling people, wait a minute, they can take your children, they can mandate health treatments to your children, and they can literally take your treatment. And he said, you need to understand that even though I've been a subscriber for 10 years, I didn't understand what you were saying. And he said, I don't think most people understand what you're saying, but I read the Franklin cover-up, which is one of the best, highly documented cases of a pedophilia ring in America. And he said, now I understand what you mean. Now I understand what you mean when you say financial transaction freedom is so very important to me and to you, because we cannot allow that to happen. So he said, you know, this is the first time that it really got to be personal. It really touched me in an intimate and visceral way. And, you know, and I've seen, and this is likely to include, you know, whenever you do an operation this big, you stack functions. So there's a lot of stacking functions going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if is one of those functions that's getting stacked here.
Things take an even wilder turn as Catherine Austin Fitts' claims gain attention, coinciding with resurfaced comments from one of Diddy's accusers, Allie Carter. Last year, Allie warned her followers on social media to stay alert, suggesting that fires or explosions could be part of a cover-up for the alleged crimes of Hollywood and political elites.
Third arrest that is coming, there's 2 that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers. Fires, explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too, and then oops, we don't know how that happened. It's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking, and then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident.
Now, Allie Carter is back in the spotlight, claiming I told you so. She argues there's no coincidence in the destruction of celebrity homes during the fires, especially as Diddy's alleged associates are being named in his lawsuits.
Because didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all there will be an accidental explosion, accidental fire, and the next thing you know, celebrities' homes would be on fire, things would be on fire. I pray for the people in its path, but I also pray that it exposes the things that it needs to expose.
It's intriguing that Allie Carter repeatedly mentioned explosions in her videos, especially since just a few days ago, during a live broadcast in Pacific Palisades, several mysterious explosions were captured on camera as the Los Angeles fires continued to rage.
It's still an inferno out here. You can see just how strong the flames. Oh, whoa! And you heard that explosion there. The moment the flames spreading to the home here again, the 800 block of Radcliffe Avenue. Of course, we want to keep our distance, but we're hearing some bangs going on. We obviously don't know what's exploding.
Another video recently went viral, showing what looks like a massive explosion in Pasadena, California, which quickly turned into a fire. But the plot thickens. Some fans are now pointing to an alleged coded message from Diddy as a crucial clue. During a supposed leaked jail call with his son, Diddy reportedly told him to get rid of the pizza boxes. Many believe this was a directive to destroy evidence.
What up? Are you listening?
do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
Okay.
Make sure you recycle the plastic. Like,
Meanwhile, more social media users are voicing support for the theory that the fires were deliberately set to conceal evidence allegedly linking A-list celebrities to a high-level pedophile ring.
Betcha didn't see this.
Tonight, the man who terrorized people at a crowded D.C. pizza shop back in 2016 has died. Edgar Madison Welch was shot and killed Monday by police in Kannapolis, North Carolina, after he pulled out a gun during a traffic stop. Revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring, which he learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website. Welch was sentenced to prison and released back in 2021.
This happened 2 hours ago, or it was reported 2 hours ago. Let's break this video down a little bit.
8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest ring.
Interesting that they just had to include those words. A non-existent child ring. Why? Why not just say he was searching for a child ring?
He learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website.
And of course, you just had to add that too, right? Of course, he learned about it from a right-wing conspiracy website. Duh. So let me get this straight. Just as all of Hollywood, basically all of Hollywood, burns to the ground, the conspiracy theory that is most associated with Hollywood and elites and celebrities pops up again out of nowhere because the person who allegedly went in looking for it and, by the way, didn't shoot anybody, he shot. That person is shot and killed. It is pretty coincidental that this is right around the time where the Diddy stuff started coming out, Jay-Z, we still don't have any clue who's on the Epstein client list. All this stuff that seems to be happening, that seems to be exposing a lot of what we've been talking about for the last, who knows, freaking 8 years now. Just kind of weird that all of Hollywood burns to the ground right as all this stuff is starting to be exposed.
It's not just random internet users questioning the fires. Some celebrities are hinting that something doesn't add up. Chris Brown, for instance, posted on Instagram suggesting that the fires aren't making sense. Actors like Henry Winkler and Allison Sweeney have also suggested that the fires were started by an arsonist. Meanwhile, Dancing with the Stars Pitt Murgatroyd shared a screenshot of an X post warning about 5 men in ski masks reportedly starting fires in Southern California. Podcaster and neuroscientist Andrew Huberman also posted a suspicious sighting of people near a newly started fire in Santa Monica, urging others to stay alert and report any unusual activity. The theory that these California fires might have been set to destroy evidence against Hollywood elites has gained momentum, and it's not just speculation. When you look at the specifics, the details raise more questions than answers. One striking observation is the odd behavior of the fires themselves. Some people are comparing them to the 2018 Malibu fire, where celebrity homes were completely destroyed while others next door remain mostly untouched. This has led many to believe the fires may have been targeted to destroy properties connected to people with dark secrets. Another key point is the timing. These fires seem to ignite during moments of intense Hollywood scandals, such as the 2018 Malibu fire during the Harvey Weinstein case, and now with the ongoing allegations against Diddy and his associates. Many are noting that the fires could be strategically timed to wipe out evidence, whether it's financial records, legal documents, or other incriminating material, linking powerful figures to shady dealings. The synchronicity of it all certainly raises eyebrows.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but there is no way that 8 different fires starting within a period of 48 hours in LA. You want to tell me that insurance companies canceling people's policies in these areas over the past few months, officials cutting firefighting funding, emptying water reservoirs, and being more concerned about sending aid to another country is just coincidence?
Another theory circulating is that the technology used in the area, such as smart meters, could be contributing to the fire's ignition and spread. Some have speculated that lithium batteries found in these smart meters might be triggering the blazes. There have been recent reports of fires starting with no clear explanation, leading some to believe that these technologies could be intentionally setting certain properties ablaze. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. Numerous viral social media posts have pointed to the possibility that the rumored tunnels Ali Carter mentioned in her videos have collapsed due to planned explosions. One user on X shared a video from a press conference where a firefighter revealed the discovery of an underground lithium battery storage facility. The user captioned the post, "Turns out there's a tunnel system beneath these LA fires. They're saying there's a lithium battery facility in these tunnels meant for bicycles. The air is poisonous, so you're not allowed near the tunnels. Those are definitely tunnels."
With the hazmat, we have found a underground lithium battery storage plant for bicycle batteries that has posed a huge hazard. We are working with the hazmat teams to keep that contained. So a lot of that is just very dangerous. As you just heard, the air quality in some of that area is still very, very high and dangerous.
Some are now suggesting that these fires might be part of a larger land grab operation, similar to the 2023 Maui wildfires. One user wrote, "The fires in Maui were intentional too. They want to push out the original homeowners. Insurance companies can't pay out on multi-million-dollar homes, so investors buy up the land from people desperate for cash and build apartments, all while blaming climate change." More and more people are beginning to feel that something strange is going on with these fires. What seemed like a random disaster is now viewed as something more deliberate. People are noticing that specific neighborhoods are being targeted while others remain untouched, further fueling the idea that these fires are part of a broader cover-up. Adding another layer to the mystery, sources close to comedian Katt Williams claim he predicted something like this would happen before the fires even began. Allegedly, Katt told his inner circle that a major disaster would occur to destroy evidence before even more prominent figures were linked to the Diddy scandal. According to these sources, Katt believes this situation is much larger than Diddy. He suspects there are powerful figures behind the scenes, with more influence than Diddy, working to prevent anyone from delving deeper into the trafficking ring that Alec Carter has been warning about. So, what's your take on this theory? Do you think these LA fires are somehow connected to the Diddy scandal, or is it just another wild conspiracy? Could Alec Carter and Katt Williams' alleged predictions be pointing to a hidden agenda we're not seeing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't miss the next video.
And he said, "I don't think most people understand what you're saying, but I read the Franklin cover-up, which is one of the best, highly documented cases of a pedophilia ring in America." And he said, "Now I understand what you mean. Now I understand what you mean when you say, and I hear you telling people, wait a minute, they can take your children. They can mandate health treatments to your children, and they can literally take your treatment." And he said, "You need to understand that even though I've been a subscriber for 10 years, I didn't." So he said, this is the first time that it really got to be personal. It really touched me in an intimate and visceral way. And, I've seen financial transaction freedom is so very important to me and to you, because we cannot allow that to happen. I keep hearing you, he said, you get frustrated because people don't understand the importance of financial transaction freedom. Story to tell that I'd like to tell. I have a wonderful subscriber, has been a subscriber for many years, Polly, and stacking functions going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if is one of those functions that's getting stacked. This is likely to include, whenever you do an operation this big, you stack functions. So there's a lot of, for the first time in his life, he read the Franklin cover-up last week. And I spoke to him last weekend, and he said, communities involved is how many of the homeowners were on the PD. And, one of the first questions, I'll be honest, that I'm going to look at when I look at some of the...
And elites and celebrities pops up again out of nowhere because the person who allegedly went in looking for it and elites and celebrities pops up again out of nowhere because the person who allegedly went in looking for it and, by the way, didn't shoot anybody, he shot basically all of Hollywood, burns to the ground. The conspiracy theory that is most associated with Hollywood, that person is shot and killed. It is pretty coincidental that this is right around the time where the Diddy stuff started coming out, Jay-Z, just as all of Hollywood, basically all of Hollywood, burns to the ground. The conspiracy theory that is most associated, this happened 2 hours ago, or it was reported 2 hours ago. Let's break this video down a little bit.
8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest.
We still don't have any clue who's on the Epstein client list. All this stuff that seems to be happening, that seems to be exposing.
Revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring, which he learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website. Welch was sentenced to prison and released back in 2021.
A lot of what we've been talking about for the last, who knows, freaking 8 years now. Just kind of weird that all of Hollywood burns to the ground right as all this stuff is